Today, I'm going to cover a simple tip that literally changed my client's life. It's pretty amazing, this small little tip that helped my client. And so I'm going to share her story with you, and I'm going to share the tip that helped her and the way that it might help you as well. So good to see everyone coming into the live. Welcome. Maybe you could sort of say hi in the comment section. And if anyone hasn't met me before, my name's Dr Janelle Sinclair, and I'm a natural medicine practitioner. I have a PhD in biochemistry, and I've been working in the natural medicine industry for over 15 years. A bit ages me now, doesn't it? But on this YouTube channel, we discuss natural medicine for anxiety and depression. So if that's a topic that interests you, make sure that you subscribe. And if you hit the bell button, you'll actually be notified when our new weekly videos come out. So awesome. So before I tell you about the tip that changed my client's life, I want to tell you about her story. She's a young lady in her 20s, and when she came to see me, she was having 3 to 4 panic attacks a day. Yeah, pretty hardcore, eh? And she hadn't worked or studied for about 4 years because of the burnout and the incident that happened that really triggered it. And she was a dancer, and it was really sad because she loved to dancing, but she was unable to go back to it because she had no energy, and sometimes the dancing and physical exercise would trigger the anxiety as well. And throughout that time, she had tried lots of things. She had tried, I think, 9 different antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications. And unfortunately, she had a lot of side effects with these. And the medications really didn't take much of the edge off the panic attacks either. The diazepam helped the anxiety and panic attack after it happened, but that's no way to live, is it? She seriously would not leave the house without knowing that she had some diazepam in her handbag. But I share the story with you today because I want to bring some hope to you as well. Just like her, was been 5 years since that incident that triggered everything, and having anxiety and panic attacks for that long. But today she is happy. She's just moved out of home. She is working again, and she's even been to a dance class in the last few weeks as well, which she was rapt about and really enjoyed, and had no panic attacks or anxiety with it. So it's awesome. But the fact is that I've been working with her for 11 months now, and some clients get well reasonably quickly, and other clients, it's a slow journey. So I just want to encourage you, if things are moving a bit slower than you hope, there is hope. And I just pray that you find a way forward. So with this client, with this young lady, it was to be honest, it was hard work. And I mean, I'm sure it was hard work for her. She was wonderful. But, every time I would talk, I was thinking, oh, please, let something have changed. But everything was hard for her. She was just so overwhelmed. And she was also scared of taking supplements because she had had so many bad reactions to the medications that she had previously been on. So it was really slow progress with her. We'd take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. And we ended up doing some functional medical tests, and really just found 2 major things that were out of balance, and that was including blood sugars and mitochondrial problems. So for her, there were 3 things that she needed to do: was to eat regularly and to keep off sugar, because whenever she eats sugar, it just triggers a panic attack, and also to take her supplements regularly. But it was like a vicious cycle for her. You know, sometimes she'd wake up feeling anxious, and that would mean that she was also quite nauseous, which means she couldn't eat, which meant she couldn't take her supplements because she couldn't take them on an empty stomach. And then it was just a downhill spiral from there. You know, her anxiety would just increase throughout the day, and she'd get more worked up, and she'd have more panic attacks. And then at night, she just couldn't sleep. It'd take her 2 or 3 hours to get to sleep. Does this sound like any of you guys listening? Do you have any of these problems? Are you having problems with your sleep or anxiety? Maybe just say hello in the comments. I'd love to take some comments and see you today. I'm glad that you've joined me. But if you're someone that hasn't considered blood sugars before, I want you to go and see look up my video called, I think it's called Blood Sugars and Anxiety. And and I want you to go and look at that video. It was one of the videos, I think it was one of the first three videos that I ever created. It was that important a topic, blood sugars and anxiety. So please take a look at that video. And I also recorded a video called Waking Up Anxious. So yeah, that one has a few tips in there too. So that'll be good if you're having any of these type of issues. Thanks for commenting, JG, in the comments. Sorry that you're having these problems, and I hope that some of these, this woman's experience would be helpful for you as well. So sleep and anxiety issues. Well, I would suggest that you look up blood sugars, because it is a big thing for anxiety. Yes. And someone just asked, do I recommend theanine or melatonin for evening anxiety or sleep issues? Yeah, melatonin is really helpful for trying to get to sleep, but sometimes it's also about trying to prevent that anxiety working up throughout the day, and then you can just naturally get to sleep because you're more relaxed. So I just wanted to share one of the things that broke through with my client, with this vicious cycle of not being able to eat and not being able to take his supplements and anxiety building up through the day. And I know that this one simple tip might be really simple, and when I do say it, don't just turn off the video and walk away. Please stay tuned. I'm going to tell you about it. And then I'm going to tell you how my other clients have actually used it to impact their lives as well. Please don't underestimate the simple things, the simple little changes that you can make in your life, because simple things can be really, really effective. So the tip that I gave my client was actually to add alarms to her phone. Okay, I know that sounds really simple, but she would literally put an alarm on her phone to eat breakfast and take her supplements, to eat morning tea, to eat lunch, to eat afternoon tea, to eat dinner, to eat supper. And you can do that on your phone. You can go and just put in an alarm and then do it for every day, so it's a regular thing. Now, it's not a general rule that I give that people need to be eating 6 times a day. I would much rather that, or if your body can handle it, just to eat your 3 main meals and maybe, a snack at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. But for this young lady, eating 2 to 3 hours was the key in the beginning. Honestly, if she went longer than 3 hours, then her blood sugars would drop, and then the adrenaline would be released by the body to bring the blood sugars up, and then that would trigger anxiety and trigger panic, and then she'd be unable to eat, and then her blood sugars would get worse, and it's just an ongoing vicious cycle. But by reminding yourself to eat, and 6 times a day, her anxiety would not increase during the day. She wouldn't get panic attacks, she wouldn't get wound up, and she could naturally go to sleep. So it's pretty incredible. And the thing is, and then she would eat just before bed, and it was just a small thing like 2 day balls, And when she woke up, she would not feel anxious and she would not feel nauseous. So, which meant she could eat first thing in the morning and take her supplements. And, this changed her life, really, literally. I looked at my notes and it's like, okay, we need to do some alarms. We need to make sure that you're reminded, because going out to 3 hours is not working for you. Dropping to 5 meals a day didn't work for her. Dropping to 4 meals a day definitely didn't work for her. And it was routine and a reminder with your alarms that really changed her life. And this tip has helped other clients of mine. So you can use an alarm to remind yourself to drink water. Some people aren't very good at that, especially in New Zealand. Here we're in the winter and it's getting cold, and so you might be forgetting to drink. But to drink water was really important for this gentleman's constipation and preventing constipation. And as you would know, hopefully, from listening to this channel, that gut health is really important for your mental health. So you don't want to be constipated. You want to be having at least one bowel motion a day. And if that's a problem for you, you need to get onto it, because you want to be moving in that area. The other way that I use alarms is for people to remind themselves to go to bed on time. Now, I know this is a simple thing, but you know that sleep has such an impact on our mental health and our well-being and our resilience, and our ability to cope. So make sure you're going to bed on time, at a regular time. 10 o'clock, maybe 10:30 is a good time to go. But also, another way that I use this tip was to remind people to take their supplements. So I use this about morning tea time. I don't usually eat morning tea, but so that I can take supplements on an empty stomach, because there are certain supplements that you need to take on an empty stomach, like iron or tyrosine. And so this can be really, really helpful for remembering your supplements, because I know if you're anything like me, you get into your day and remembering supplements, is the last thing on your mind. You've got too many other important things to do. But it's really important to take your supplements at a regular time and give your body what it needs. So, this tip today is really simple, but it honestly changed my client's life. She's gone from 3 to 4 panic attacks a day to probably 1 a week. And we figured out she was actually ignoring her alarms, and so wasn't eating lunch on time. And that is what's triggered the slight increase in her panic attacks just recently. But, going from 20 panic attacks a week to 1 is just amazing. And it really was this tip of getting into some routine. And so I just wanted to bring you some hope today, that even if things you're trying to find things to help and it hasn't helped you. My client had tried 9 different antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds before seeing me. So don't give up. Keep trying. And if you've got any questions for me with regards to mental health and natural medicine, I'd love you to ask me. In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to be doing a question and answer session with my 8-year-old daughter, Marla, who's asked to be involved. So if you have any questions, please put them down in the comment section below, or send me an email if you're on my database. Go to my website, drjanellesinclair.com, if you're not on my database, and just download one of my free resources and you'll be on there. And then send me an email. Tell me what you'd like to know about. Is there something about your diet that you're trying to figure out what you should be eating or shouldn't be eating? Is it nutritional deficiencies? Is it your gut health that you're interested, or your hormones, or your genetics? I'd love to know what you guys are interested in. I'm here for you. I'm here to serve you. And I really, just hope, I want to help you. So thanks for watching today, you guys. I hope you're enjoying the live show. It's a little bit different, a little bit less scripted, but I hope you enjoy it. So let me know in the comments if you are enjoying that, or if you'd like to see something different around here. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next week.